Did y'all get into the Usherbowl last night? Baby. Ew. Okay, so I have a couple thoughts and I wanted to come and share just a few things. Okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Usherbowl and we'll have a real good conversation about it in the comments, okay? My name is Belle. This is the Belle Perspective. I talk about all kinds of things. I give my opinion on pretty much everything I want, okay? If the spirit moves me to talk, I'm on the mic, okay? So anyway, let's get to this Usher Bowl because did nobody care nothing about them people, the Chiefs and whoever else was over there playing. But I will say, I will like to point out real very quickly, okay, that why the hell was Taylor Swift pointed out so many times? And I don't know if any of y'all saw this, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Some foolishness about Love and Lombardi. Girl, what? Girl, what? Girl, what? No. It's not it's not. It's not. I know y'all thought y'all killed with that, but y'all didn't, okay? Not on this very black day of Black History Month. Come on now. I just think that is funny that they're really featuring this girl as Sierra Wilson. She was married to Russell Wilson or is married to Russell Wilson and just as big, okay, as a pop star as Taylor Swift, but we haven't been getting as much feature or time. Anyway, you know what? I really don't care about the whole Taylor Swift and whatever that boy name is. What I will point out is that he switched up his swag when he got up with Taylor, though. Y'all heard how he used to talk. I don't know if you ever listened to the way that Travis Kelce used to talk prior to getting with Taylor Swift. Baby, he used to talk like, girl, yeah. He pressed his little black button, okay, when he was talking. And then now all of a sudden, the way he sounds is very straight laced. It wasn't the way. Anyway, I won't go too far into that because I don't really care. Okay, I really don't care. Let's get into the to the performance. Okay, so overall, I am a hard down Usher fan. I love Usher. Love Usher. Okay. All of his albums, listen to all of them. My top two favorite, of course, is Confessions and then 8701. And I think Hard to Love is very underrated. Love that album as well. So I was kind of expecting, well, I didn't know what to expect. I had no idea what he was going to do. I had no idea who he was going to bring out. I heard that he was going to potentially bring out Alicia Keys to sing My Boo, but I was like, everybody he brings better be in the bike, okay? Keep them in the bike. I do not want to see anybody take up too much space because this is about Usher and all about Usher. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody else, okay? So if you're going to do your little ad lib, if you're going to do your little woohoo, do that shit in the bike, okay? In the bike, okay? So when Alicia Keys, y'all heard that key? Baby, let me tell you something. Fooling with somebody else's husband, it ain't never gonna rule in your favor, mama. It won't never rule in your favor because, baby, the way Ursula snatched Ariel's voice in the Little Mermaid, baby, that's the way Karma snatched the hell out of Miss Key's voice. Because, girl, that lady sounded busted. And a lot of people on Twitter were like, oh, that first note was a mess, but then she was, she gets a pass and she was fine after that. I was like, no, ma'am. She kept going off key again and again and again and again. Shout out to MC Deborah.
Always get it again and again and again.
Like, girl. Girl, no, girl. It was a mess. But then the whole situation with, how Usher be ruining people's relationships, well, only for the insecure ass niggas, okay? But anyway, so the way Usher was dancing all up on Alicia Keys, that was some sort of cause for pause. But I wasn't paying attention. I didn't care. I'm like, the girl having a good time. Who cares? It's the concert. She do need to hurry and get back to the bike because it's Usher concert. But again, like, she having a good time, whatever. Who else? Did y'all see Jermaine Dupri with them damn Easter socks on? Somebody said he had on a baby christening outfit on, and quiet as it's kept. I am not gonna hold them. That's literally what he had on. Them patent leather shoes. I know I used to have to wear them frilly socks and them patent leather shoes with my floral dress to get ready to go for Easter. That's exactly what Jermaine Dupri had on. I said, oh my God. And then it don't help that he a little man. He real little too. Sir, please. What was that? Okay. It was a fashion don't, but whatever. I did love the costumes. I watched a Vogue. I don't know. It was like a expose, maybe this Vogue expose, as Usher prepped for the Usherbowl. And a lot of the outfit, like the opening outfit that he wore, the white with the diamonds, the bedazzled white gloves, etc., he got that from Dolce and Gabbana, because Dolce and Gabbana are really known for their glitz, their glamour, their crystals, Swarovski crystals, that kind of thing. They just know how to do glit and glam, and that was one of the reasons why he chose that, and that's also one of the reasons why the costume designer chose that as well. And so they were telling kind of like a story, an evolution of like fabrics and his transition, and how he came from where he came to where he's at now. So it was a cute, it was a cute little nod to fashion, etc. I also think that he did like the one hand glove thing. I think that was a nod to Michael Jackson as well. We all know Michael Jackson has pretty much inspired all of these guys, from Ushers to Chris Browns to Omarion, like all of them, right? I will say that I'm getting sick and tired of people trying to compare Chris Brown to Usher. And here's the thing. I do not feel either way about the other, if that makes sense. I'm going to prefer Usher because Usher came out first. There's a lot of nostalgia associated with Usher's music for me, like high school and middle school. Like there's a lot of nostalgia for me when I think of Usher, and all of the music and a lot of his catalog is associated with a lot of the things that I, grew up to, because I'm a millennial. But I love Chris Brown too. Like Chris Brown his album came out when I was in high school as well. So I felt like there really isn't competition, because Usher obviously came first, like 20 years before Chris. And then Chris just kind of, I don't want to say passed the baton, but there was room for him too. And I just kind of don't understand why we always have to have this scarce mentality mindset about every artist that comes up, right? So that leads me into the conversation with Beyonce. Now, here is what I'm going to say. I'm going to get back to Usherbowl, but I just have to quickly, now that I'm thinking about Beyonce, I loved that Verizon commercial. I thought Beyonce had personality finally. Like, let's be for real, okay? I know the Beehive people, y'all asses be just y'all asses really, everything she does, child, Beyonce could fart in a bag and y'all would buy it. It really wouldn't matter, okay? But for me, I think that I am a lot more unbiased when it comes to Beyonce, and I love when I love her, right? And I'm critiquing her when she needs critique. So the new songs that she released, and I love the first one. Now I actually like country music. Now I'll put a caveat on there. I like country music, but I have learned over the years that a lot of country artists are racist, and so I have to filter out a lot of the music now. I can't just listen to it like I used to, and this was inspired most of the time about my grandma. Okay, my grandma grew up in the 40s. All she knew was like westerns and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all know, this might be reaching too far in the bag, but she used to watch like Lone Ranger, shit like that. And that was westerns and country. Like that's what she used to like listen to. I mean, don't get me wrong, she used to listen to soul music as well, but westerns and stuff like that was her thing. So because I spent a lot of time with her, she was my like person, right? I picked up a lot of the things that she liked as well. So I do enjoy country music, but I have not been able to enjoy it as much because I have come to the realization that there are a lot of racist country music artists. So I can't fool with them, right? So like Toby Keith, did a song. He recently passed away, rest in hell. But he did a whole song about lynching, right? So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but I say all that to say I did like Beyonce's Verizon commercial. I liked it a lot. I think that I was able to see Beyonce's personality, because I'm not going to hold you. Beyonce don't be having no personality, y'all. Not from what I can gather. Like a lot of Beehive people, they go and do these deep dives and watch all these documentaries. They watching every ad clip. They're on fan based channels and all this stuff. I don't do all that. I'm not a fan like that. I don't care. And quiet as it's kept, I probably would never do that for anybody because I don't care about them like that. Not like that, like that. And when I did do that kind of thing, I was like 14. I had nothing else to do because I was all up in the B2K business, right? But I was 14 at the time, right? I was like 12, like I was a kid anyway. So I had plenty of time on my hands. But to me personally, I feel like Beyonce has never shown her personality. Not like up front, outright, okay? This commercial showed her personality, and it was so fun to see that commercial. I was like, what? Come on, girl. Showing your personality. Okay. Like, I'm not finna dig for it. If you don't show me your personality outright, then I'm gonna just assume you don't have one. So I always thought she was boring as hell. The Verizon commercial really helped with that. Now, I was side-eyeing her just a little bit because I was like, girl, nah, this the Usherbowl, girl. You don't got to do all this right now during the Usherbowl. But, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I did listen to the music. I like Texas Hold'em. The other one, 16 Carriages, I think. I was like, girl, where you going with this? I don't know. Child, ain't too much. I'm not here for it. Wasn't here for it at all. Okay? But I definitely like Texas Hold'em. And I'm interested in seeing Act 2. I'm interested to hear what she has to say. But anyway, or the rest of this music. But anyway, I digress because I literally turned this into a Beyonce critique. And I really want to talk about the Usherbowl. So, getting back, I would probably say my most favorite performance, Superstar is like my number one Usher song. And then I think, what's the other one? Throwback. But he didn't sing Throwback. He didn't do Throwback, which I love that song. I love Throwback. Throwback, Caught Up is good. He did, and Bad Girl. Oh, I love that song. Now, he did do that. I love, love, love that song. But you know what would have been good, y'all? People don't know this. Well, Beehive people may know, but Beyonce actually was the first one on the My Boo song, and I like her version so much better than Alicia Keys' version. I really did. I was like, Alicia Keys' version was cool, but Beyonce's was so much smoother, and I love seeing when Usher and Beyonce get together because I think it's just like a power dynamic. Like, they are talented to me, right? Beautiful vocals, they can dance, they're gonna give you a little something, and I just love it. And they both are appealing to the eye, so I really enjoy watching them perform. So I was hoping that if he was gonna have somebody, it would be Beyonce. But then I also would think, like, you don't want to have somebody you don't want to overshadow, right? So it wouldn't have been cool. So anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me back up just a little bit on the whole Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So I ain't gonna lie, I put some money on the game. I put some money on the game. You make an extra little coin here and there, make a little quick extra coin here and there. So I put some money on the game. And I put money on the Chiefs because my boyfriend, he's true to this, right? He does all kinds of like sports analytics and things like that. So he studies the numbers. He's a numbers guy. He's really good at numbers. Anyway, so he had already made the prediction that he felt like the Chiefs were going to win. Part off of the stats, also because he said that they are trying to basically set it up to be like this great American love story. So, which is what I was kind of alluding to a little bit earlier, but the situation with the two of them really irks me. So I understand that now that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have become an item, the NFL has actually been, benefiting from all of the attention, right? Every conversation is always about Taylor Swift. I feel like commentators are forced to ask about her so that more and more of her fans will continue to watch the show or watch the network and all the sporting events, and that would eventually obviously boost the numbers and revenue. So I personally felt, and my boyfriend said this too, he was like, we know the Chiefs are going to win, partly because of stats, but also because it's going to bring in a lot of money for the NFL. And if they could potentially, and this is a total conspiracy theory, but if the Chiefs win, right, this will create that whole arc, that beautiful American story arc that they love, because white folks love them, a hero story, he wins, he conquers the battle and kisses the girl kind of story. Love those stories. And so to push that narrative, to see the great white hope, basically, right, kiss the greatest symbol of whiteness for right now, Taylor Swift, American mediocrity to me, but again, like, that's not my business, right? But so I think I feel like the Chiefs were going to win regardless, right? Because let me tell you, I watched the game, and San Francisco was boxing their ass in for quite some time, and so for them to be able to pull off the win that they did, I was like, yeah, maybe that conspiracy theory may not necessarily be so much a theory. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about Usherbowl 2024. Next year is going to be in New Orleans around Mardi Gras. Listen, there was a Mardi Gras parade at the wharf in DC on Saturday, and it was so gentrified. I was like, where are the black people? Where are the blacks? But anyway, long story short, I am seriously considering going to Mardi Gras for Super Bowl next year. Seriously considering. And, watching Super Bowl. Anyway. Oh, that also brings me. I'm thinking about, how did I not think about this? The concert, Usher's concert. Are y'all going on to see his tour? He's gonna be, the first city that he's gonna be in is DC. So, baby, I'm looking at my tickets right now. So he's gonna be in DC. He's gonna be in Baltimore. He's gonna be in Philly. He's gonna be in a whole lot of different cities. But the 3 cities that are closest to me, and then New York. So there are 4 cities. But what I'm thinking about doing, y'all, because I'm a huge Usher fan, obviously going to DC. But I'm thinking about catching the Baltimore show and then also maybe the Philly show as well, catching a train and going to Philly because it's only like 2 hours away. So anyway, I'm thinking about it. What are y'all going to do? Are y'all going to go to the tour? Are y'all going to check out any city dates that he's going to be? What are your thoughts on the Usher Bowl? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.